Hi guys, currently down at Saltwick Bay. It's low tide here now, but I was up early and I was out at Whitby this morning. I was out in the dark as it came into daylight and captured the high tide. I captured the rough sea at high tide down at the pier ends. But I think I've got some pretty good footage, so it's worth hanging about, and I'll put that in the video towards the end. So I'm going to have a walk around Saltwick Bay, video the rough sea, and see what else we can spot. Have a walk around with the camera and see what comes up. So in the distance there, that's Saltwick Nab. That's something you can see from the piers at Whitby. It's roughly from here it's roughly 1 mile back to Whitby. It's certainly a mile to the pier ends because I've measured that on Google Earth. As you can see there, that guy trying to get on Saltwick Nab, he's having to crawl on. Shouldn't laugh really, but yeah, he's having to crawl on. It is slippy as can be on there. The secret to it is to where studded well is. That's the secret the anglers know, and that's why they can whiz about like ninjas on here. The swell forecast for this morning was saying it was going to be about 17 foot at 6 AM, which just about coincided with high water of 5.4 or 5.5 metres. That's quite a big swell on quite a big tide. They're nothing massive, nothing out of the ordinary. I would say it's probably the top end of your average winter storm. When I say it's average, there's a lot of scope above that. Maybe once in a decade, once in 5 years, once in a decade, once in 20-year events involve, swells of 20 foot plus, and if they coincide with the big tides, 6 metre plus tides, then you really know about it. That's when you see the water flowing right down Pier Road and maybe the town getting some flooding. But I say that's infrequent, maybe once in a decade or even less than that. I think the last time I saw a storm surge where the town flooded, I think that was around 2014, and the last time we saw a really big swell, maybe 2017, or maybe a little bit more recent than that. Storm Arwen was a pretty big swell, but that only came on a small tide. You can see in the distance there, that's Black Nab, or Saltwick Sisters as it's called. It's called Sisters Multiple because there used to be 3 of them. I think they were took out in the storm of 1953, I believe. So all you see now is one, but the locals still refer to them as sisters. The news has been billing it as the Arctic blast. Well, it doesn't feel that cold, to be honest with you. I checked on the car thermometer as I drove to Saltwick and it said 2 degrees. So it's not the minus degrees that it said it was going to be on the news. But then again, as I walked along the cliff top, some of the puddles were slightly icy. So it is somewhere around freezing, I think. But one thing for sure, the wind chill is making it feel really, really cold. I'm well wrapped up. I think I've got as many layers on as an onion.